Hi folks, in this episode we're going to take a look at the different varieties of workouts that you can do in order to build your pectoral muscle group, which is your chest muscle group, and how to do these workouts in a safe and proper manner. Without doubt, chest muscle group is one of the most favorite muscle group that guys like to work out, and there are a lot of different varieties of workouts that you can do to build the chest muscle. But today, in this episode, we're going to take a look at those workouts that are commonly done and basically enough for beginners. The first station that we're going to look at is a flat bench press using an Olympic bar. Before you start to do this station, there are a few things for you to take note. First, your bench must be relatively centered to the bar because you want to make sure that the weight is evenly spread out over your chest. The second thing you take note is to make sure the weights that you are using are within your capabilities. Meaning to say, even if you're going for one repetition at your maximum weight, you should be able to do it on your own without getting any assistance from your spotter. Thirdly, you do need a spotter for this station in case of emergency, especially if you are a beginner or really going heavy on the weights. Okay, let us now take a look at how to do this station. First of all, when you lie down, make sure both your legs are firmly spread out on the ground. This will give you more stability when you do this station. I'm sure you've seen people putting their legs on top of the bench or putting your legs up in the mid-air. Try not to do this because you do not have enough stability, and when you do this station, it's likely for you to topple over to either side of the bench. So keep your legs firmly on the ground for stability. The next thing for you to take note is when you lie down, make sure your eye is in line with the bar. This is the proper way of doing this station. Make sure when you look up, the bar is not over or under your line of sight. The next thing for you to take note, and a lot of people have doubt over this, is your grip width. Make sure your grip width is slightly wider than your shoulder width. Okay, some people find it comfortable to have a very wide grip or a narrow grip. Okay, but it's all depending on the person. As long as you are gripping it slightly wider than your shoulder grip, it should be fine. And if you take a closer look at the bar, at any average Olympic bar, you will see two markings at the side, each side of the bar. A lot of people use this to gauge their grip width. So once you are comfortable with your grip width, you can carry on to lift the bar off the rack. So when you lift the bar off the rack, get into a starting position, which is with your arms fully extended. Okay, but please do take note that do not lock your elbows. What do I mean by that? Take a look at this. This is what I mean by locking your elbows. Your arms will be fully extended with your elbows sunk in. Try not to do this because it's very bad for your elbows. Have a normal straightened arm without locking your elbow with a very loose elbow here. Your elbow is not sunk in. Okay, once you're ready, you can proceed to do this station. Okay, once you're ready, you can start to lower the bar down to your chest level. And as you lower your bar down, make sure your bar is in line with your nipple line. That is the standard way of doing a bench press. Okay, so as you lower the bar down to your chest level, just keep it in line with your nipple line. And some may ask, how low are you supposed to go? Are you supposed to go down all the way to until you touch the chest? Well, I would like to say that this depends on your range of motion, which is your flexibility. Some people can go down all the way, while some of them can't do that. But as long as when you're going down, you're achieving a 90 degrees fold, and that should be good enough. Okay, as long as you have a 90 degrees fold in your arm, you should be fine. So once you have achieved that, you can start to push the bar back up to your starting position, which is like this. Okay. The next thing for you to take note is your breathing. Okay, when you bring the bar down, make sure you breathe in, you inhale. And when you bring the bar up, you exhale. Okay, if you get your breathing technique correctly, you should be able to transfer the power effectively in your push. Okay, the next thing we're going to take a look is the role of the spotter. In this case, I will play the role of the spotter. Okay, as a spotter, you're supposed to be alert at all times. Be it the person is very strong and is doing a very lightweight, it doesn't matter. You have to be aware of what's happening to the person and as well as the environment around him. because you will not know when accidents are going to happen. Anybody can just come and knock into his bar and you are not alert about it, the person will get injured. Okay, so how do you spot this station? As a spotter, you will stand firmly behind the bench. Okay, then you slightly put your hands underneath the bar in this manner, or one hand underneath, the other hand is over the bar, but do not touch the bar yet. You will only assist the person and hold on to the bar when he needs it. So you will just follow through with the motion. As the person goes down, you just follow through, and when he needs it, you just grip on the bar and help him lower or bring the bar up. Okay, and if you notice, I'm always keeping my back straight. As he goes down, I'm keeping my back straight and I'm squatting down. I'm not bending down forward. This is because just in case the person needs to be supported, you can use the force from your legs to squat back up to bring the bar up. Okay, in this manner, you do not injure yourself as well. So at all times as spotter, you have to be alert. So once you are done with this station, with your number of reps you are supposed to do, you just put the bar back into your rack and step away from this station. So folks, this is how you execute a flat bench press using an Olympic bar.